back on the bully, the cats used to harmonize like.
I don't mind letting you down easy, but just give it time. If it don't hurt now, but just wait a while. Another big fish in the pond, no more. You were what they're feeding on.
Okay, it's childish, can't be no homegirl, drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like it's coke up my ass crack. Move black girls, cause man, fuck it, I'll do either. I love pussy, I love bitches, dude, I should be running Peter.
でもそんなんじゃダメ、もうそんなんじゃほら、心は進化するよ、もっともっと。
What y'all trying to do?
24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so player. Look out!
I thought I had it all together, but I was led astray. The day you walked away, you were the clock that was ticking in my home. Changed my state of mind. Love's so hard to find.
Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yep, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up. You got your birthday, we're party in the club. Body full of gold, mama, I got what you need. You need it to the bone. I mean, I had a sick thing and to make it love. So come give me a hug, you only get love.
Don't leave, it's my fault. Don't leave, it's my fault. When the world comes crashing down, I'll need you.
낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자, 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자, 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자, 그런 반전 있는 여자. 오빤 강남스타일.
I still masturbate while eating top raw. At a faster rate than the bigger quantities. It counts as rape when I'm slurping
It's
at the
crazy.
unbelievable pace. I turn the
Hello, dog army.
sweat up on my face. If you get no effort, if you got no money, then I got a cheap method.
Hello, dogs.
In a paralytic cook, bitch. Now that's a real education. Fuck books.
For so long, your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Thank you very much, Al Kokumi, for the tier 3 sub at 14 months. Thank you very much, darling. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for the great support. My dear ladies and gentlemen of the Dog Army, and my dear bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes of the Dog Army. How's it hanging, bros and hoes and bitches and bros and everyone? What's going on, Dog Army? How are you all doing today? Are you enjoying? I missed you. Roach update? Still behind me. It's still there, and it's massive. That's the Roach update. It's still there. I'm not moving it. I'm waiting a week. Eventually I'm gonna have to do something about it, but that's future Mary's problem. That's not current Mary's problem. As Frederick said, time is a contiguous line. The fact that I'm gonna do something about it in the future means that it's already dealt with. Yes. I don't own a slipper. I lost it. Hello there, everyone. Aya Kusiku Omiris Yaokokumi Ruby darling. Chocolate Cat Kitro Panda Boy. Noxie, nice to see you again. Ifa, Stormy Night darling Toaster. Yaokokumi. It's such a pleasure to have you all here today. I really love you guys. Always means the world to see you. Darlings, my dear sweet darlings of the Dog Army, you never fail to cheer me up. I love you too, darling. Hello, Historian, Einhander, Mr. Fez, Aquarius Sketches, and we love you. No, thank you. Hello, Retro Dog, how are you today? I love you too, Mary. No, thank you. Thank you very much. That makes me happy. I was writing a comic with Frederick earlier, him and I. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I messaged Frederick and I told Frederick, you know, Frederick, I really want to write a comic with you. And then we started writing. And we wrote 9 episodes in 3 hours. And I think we finished season 1, sort of. Yes. I also got another idea for another comic, but I need to talk to Asimi about that one. Now, is that a new model? This is a new outfit, yes. It's designed by Asimi. Hello. Hope I'm not too late. Of course you're not. Dear Snow Crystal. Stormy Night. Bon Bon Doy. Hello. Anyone else want to say hi? Did you enjoy watching the Ink Dogs? Did you enjoy it? Did you see them? Yeah, I can put them on screen right now. Give me just a moment. There they are. Look. That's the Ink Dogs. It's my Ink Dogs. My dog army. Oh, don't they just look so adorable? I'll try my best to have them on for the starting soon section of the streams from now on, so you can play with them while you wait. Iris, of course, Iris shows up the very moment we turn on Ink Dogs. Ink Dog World. I'll try my best to have it on. What about BRBs? Yes, of course. Naturally. We're so fluffy. Oh, yes. Are you ready, everyone? Today we're going to be watching our director's commentary of Astraline Law. It's going to be very fun. But it won't be the whole stream. I am still kind of considering if we could do something for the remainder of the stream. I kind of want to do something for the remainder of the stream. But I haven't really decided what. I don't quite know. What would be a good idea, I wonder? Any requests? Or should you just like to watch me go? I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. Short horror games are always an option. Could always go through tags. Yes, we could. Apex Legends. Oh god, no. Nope. No. No more Apex Legends ever again. That's never ever going to happen again. I did promote it on Twitter, at least I think I did. Oh wait! Didn't post it yet. There we go. It's now on Twitter. There we go. I've been posting my comics on Tumblr. Did you guys see it? Woof. I should be asleep. Yet you're not. I told you I like watching comfy or interesting videos with you in the dog army. Yes. All guys with viewers. That's an option. Everyone, make sure you go retweet. Make sure you retweet. I always get motivated to plan out my comics after reading yours. No. Thank you very much, darling. I do appreciate that. Do appreciate it. We could also write some comics together today. How about it? Rhythm Co. Thank you for the raid for the party of 6. Thank you very much. We could write some comics. Why don't we? Some comics. Oh, it seems that Kitro is almost able to buy the Ink Dog Blacklight. By the way, I should mention, ladies and gentlemen, did you know that we have a live tag? It's hashtag, let me write it down. Let me write it for you. It's hashtag live dogging. And if you go on Twitter and you tweet with hashtag live dogging, I will actually see it. And check it. Thank you very much, Rhythm Co, for the raid. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I want to say something to all of you. I want to say something to all of you, but I have to send a quick message to Osimi first. To give me just a brief moment. A short moment. I need to send a message to Osimi about an idea. Alright. Where was I? Oh, yes. Oh, by the way, everyone, remember we're also going to be live on, we're also going to be live tonight on Bilibili. Yes. Thank you for the follow, by the way. We're also going to be live on Bilibili tonight. So I hope you'll come hang out with me there as well. Hello, Chocolate Cat. Burninator. Ah, Sadistic Llama, welcome. Want to take a moment to kind of talk to you guys about something? This community is a safe space. However, sometimes I or someone who is a guest on my stream might say something that upsets people a little bit. Even if it's not intended. I want you guys to keep in mind that I would never invite someone on my stream that just wants to upset someone for the sake of upsetting them. At least I don't want to in the future. If you feel like I have in the past, then I apologize, but at least I don't want to do that in the future. A lot of people like to avoid having a safe space. As part of their kind of content goals. But I don't. I don't want to avoid that in the slightest. I want to make this the most safe space it can be. I don't want anyone to feel sad watching my stream or feel like they get told something that makes them upset, or they get subjected to something that makes them feel bad. I don't ever want that to happen if I can avoid it. And the reason why is because I really like you guys. I really love you guys, my dog army. It honestly is the greatest privilege of my life that I have an audience at all who wants to be here for me, and I stand by that. Thank you for this. Thank you for the 9 months, Kassetian. Thank you. I honestly stand by that. That it is incredibly, incredibly important for me that you're all comfortable and happy, because I love you all very much. Every single one of you. And I hope that I don't ever do anything that upsets you or makes you sad. Because it would just break my heart to ever hurt any of you. So I hope that I can be able to provide for you a place that you can feel comfortable after your work or studies or in your free time or in your breaks. It would mean the world to me because you guys provide a safe space for me. I feel like you guys are always so kind and respectful to me. And I feel like you guys always provide me such support. And honestly, I think the most sad thing that I ever have, the most sad thing I have to deal with right now is the fact that I know that it's less convenient for some dog army to watch me right now because of the time slot change. Because I know it is. The reason why I had to change it was so that I wouldn't be streaming over it was so that I wouldn't be streaming over Frederick or Lumi. No, it was Lumi. I wouldn't be streaming over Lumi in the evening. Because we're an agency now. We're a proper agency now. And I can't be streaming over those in the European time zone. It wouldn't be fair. So I had to change it slightly. I know that makes it inconvenient for some dog army, and I know it is unfortunately a reality that some dog army now feel like they can't watch as much. That just breaks my heart. But I hope maybe during the weekends or maybe during their breaks that they're still able to watch it. I hope so. Of course, Kitro. I love all the dog army, and I'm really happy for all their support forever and ever. And I really wish I wouldn't have to change my time slot. Maybe someday in the future I can figure out a way to go back to the previous time slot. But now I hope you all understand. For now, I really hope you all understand. It is possible, because I'm gonna soon be going back to doing my streams, my stories, my comics again. I'm gonna be going back to doing all of my comics. If it is the case that I won't be able to stream every day, we could consider going back to the previous time slot, and then I just stream maybe 3 times a week or something. We'll have to figure something out. For now, I hope that those who are able to come can come. Even if it means you have to wake up a bit early in the morning. I hope so. Thank you, Kidro. And I want to say thank you guys, all of you. You give me such great support. I hope I can be worthy of it. Yes. Woof. Now, hi, I'm from Thailand. Hello. I love Thailand. Yes. You're always worthy. Thank you, the historian. Thank you very much. Hello, Kaya Yorick. I'm glad you were able to make it. Hello. Hi, Mary. Hello, Samuel. You're from Venezuela. Hello. Thank you, Serafan, for the follow. I love you. Thank you, TLNH. I stay up very late for you, Doc, because I really enjoy your streams, and I love how fun and comfy they are. No. Thank you, Toaster Tops. I appreciate it. You ever visited Thailand? Unfortunately not, no. unfortunately not. I've been sick with COVID, so your streams are nice and comforting. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. I hope you get better soon. I'm new here, but I've greatly enjoyed the streams. I'm glad. Thank you. You're here for the vibes. That's good to hear, kind of pure beans. Yes, your streams are so comfy, Mary. Even though I haven't been here for a long time. It's good to hear. Ah, thank you for the 50 pits, the real fossil. I know it's not much, but here, thank you. All support helps. For 12 months, I would set my alarm to 4 AM to watch your streams, even work days. It was tough, but so worth spending time for you. No. What's your current time zone, Yao Kokomi? What is your current time zones? Tell me. Is it better now, Yao Kokomi? I wonder if there's anyone it's better for now. I don't know. Is there anyone? Hello, Slowly. Stuck in America right now. Oh no. I mean, that's better for you then, right? I'm one of the better ones. Where are you from, Ruby? Where are you from? Darling. You're American dogs. Oh no. The old streaming time back when you were in Denmark, I was regularly staying up to 5 AM for you. No, Kaya, I'm sorry. So it's better for you now, Kaya? Hello, Juicenat. Juicenat, hello. I think a lot of people from the eastern state of Australia like this time better. What about you, Kitro? Do you like it better? It's me, Arian. How you been? It's been good. Time zone is really convenient for me, but I'm a night owl. Oh. Yes, I know you gotta get up early in the morning for me, Burninator. Looking cute as always. Thank you. I don't sleep. Of course not. Streams have been starting at 8 PM for me. Ooh. Joe streams a lot, although I tend to miss them as I'm typically in class or busy when you stream. Ah. I see. Woof. Well, shall we go over to the theatre? Allow me to banish the Ink Dog Army for now. There we go. Now, here we are. Let's check the tags first. Doggo being very wholesome, just know that I'll always find your streams to be very comfy, and I do find them to be a great safe space. Aww. It's probably the most welcoming community I've ever been a part of. Thank you, Tubbs. Thank you. When the long work week is done, and you have no early morning weekend errands, and you aren't feeling fatigued, you fall asleep at 10 AM and have energy, so you can now finally watch your favorite comfort stream. No. Thank you, Ruby. Oh, thank you, Positive. And the Blacklight. And here's some art from Oliver Twist. My battle with the cockroach. Is it true you're Danish? Ja, det er det. Jeg er dansk. Lovely. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. That is a massive cockroach. Where the fuck did that come from? Oh, fuck. How the fuck did that come in here? Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh the fuck, it's a flying one. Oh god.
12 seconds later.
I have two options here. Approach carefully. Oh my god. Although this might cause it to move towards me. Or charge with the might of it. Ah!
1 hour later.
Thy invasion hath come to an end. I shall render thee defenseless with mine Tupperware trap, ingeniously designed in Japan, question mark? I don't know. Come forth now, foul fiend! Come to me, and I shall destroy you! I shall send you back to the pits of hell, where thou is belong. Thou beast, have no place within mine human domain. Thy foul fiend, I shall cast thee down. With the power of Jesus
It was a cockroach that flew into my room.
and anime. You bloody bastard! Yeah! You cunt! I got you, you little bastard! Yes! You fell right into my trap, you cockroach cunt! You little cunt! You fucking bitch! I got you! With the might of it.
Well, at least it became content, huh? It's brilliant. Love it. Oh my god. Unironically pretty good content, I must say. Yes. Mary versus Cockroach. Yes. Oh, I'm logged into the 18 plus Merryweather Twitter because I was gonna see me something. Shit. That's rather lucky. I fixed it. We have a bunch of different Twitters in our company. Doc asked for my opinion, then missed the message. Here it is. You start at 2 p.m. It's okay, but my parents come in while you're streaming and shout at me to stop watching you and go to chores a lot. And then when I get a new job, I'm unlikely to be able to watch you. No, Kitro. Get a job as a security guard at night. Get a job as a security guard at night. Yes. That's what you need. I'm so sorry, guys. Honestly, I just wish we could. Oh yeah, did you guys see this by Wang Wang? Look at it. That's Aoife, Nick, me, Frederick, Alfie, Lumi. We're all waking. Well, I don't know why I'm the one with the drool. I don't know why she made me drool, but regardless. Yes. I feel sad that we can't just be dogs all the time together. I feel like what? I feel like this is very cute. I don't know. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? Does anyone remember? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like real life keeps coming in the way of everything we want to do together. All of my writing and corporate stuff and all of you guys having jobs and time slots and lives and stuff. So it is a bit sad. But I think it's okay as well. Vero, are you here, Vero? I noticed Vero is liking stuff. Vero, are you here? Hello, file not found. It's 1:30 I am here. Thank you for the clock. Thank you for the time. Yes. That's a funny American thing. They all, every American comes in here and starts talking about what time it is. Well, not every American, not everyone, but some of them do. Vero, where are you in the world? You're in Germany still? So it's 8 a.m. for you, kind of. They do. Yeah, they do. With high-speed internet. Let me see. Where did Jakob say? We need an island. Yes, we need a dog island. That would be lovely. And now everyone's saying the time. Hello, everyone. What's up, Time Gang? Time Gang Gang. Anyway, shall we watch Astraline Law? Shall we? I'm gonna give director's commentary on Astraline Law. Are you ready? Astraline Origins. Lumi. So, it's inspired by Shanks from One Piece, this part. Grandma uses haki. This is a little bit inspired by Lumi's life. She had a grandma who passed away. Joachim's got such a beautiful art
It's a
style.
new day, Vitu Satana!
Vitu Satana.
Ow!
This
First breakfast.
this
Time to go
growl
hunt.
this noise with
Ow!
the stomach
Good
is
morning,
quite
Grandma.
disgusting. I don't know why. I don't know why they picked that
New
one.
day, Vitu Satana! Ow!
It feels so disgusting. I don't know why they picked this sound.
But first breakfast. Time to go hunt. Ow!
I like
Good
the time
morning,
to go
Grandma.
hunt. Abu.
I'll keep being the best version of myself today as well. Ow! 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 Ow!
I like that part.
Mitä vittua?
She's just swearing in Finnish.
Huh? Oh no! Are you okay?
Ah,
Where are you from?
there he is.
You're a strange one.
So for this part, I've actually invited a special guest to come and co-commentate. I'm gonna bring him in now, okay? So give me a moment.
I've never met someone like you before. How about we get you home? Wherever that is. You just need to make a sound when we are going to the right direction. This must be it! Let's go, buddy! Excuse me?
That was Mr. Finland.
I'm here to return something of yours!
Ah, a visitor. Welcome to my hall.
I don't know,
White
Kitra.
hair, and a wolf tail and ears.
By the way, can you tell whose voice this is? Chat, can you tell?
You must be Lumi, right?
Blue flames here.
Your grandma told me plenty of you.
Yeah, it's Nick.
So, it appears you're having a problem with your own forest, Lumi.
There seems to be something like that. I don't know what's happening. This has never happened before. Or maybe it has. I don't know.
So Lumi's law video.
Well,
Lumi's law video is the one that I
these holes
edited the
are
least.
safe.
Aquarius Sketches, thank you for joining the dog army. Welcome, welcome. Why are you guys popping? Lumi's law video is the one that I edited the
As
least.
long as the blue flame flickers, Shadows.
It's the
cannot
closest
touch
to
this
its
place.
original version.
What are they?
They are ancient beings, I suppose. Once like you and I. But they fell long ago. Now they feed on grief and loneliness.
Chelsea, thank you for the 27 months. Thank you.
Loneliness?
Your grandmother was a caretaker of these woods.
Thank you.
And now, you must take up this mantle. But you cannot, so long as you remain like this.
But how can I stop it? I'm completely okay by myself. I don't know where to start.
This is a curse, which many people like you experience.
Ben.
Let's see. Ah, you. Take him with you.
So Tapio.
Maybe he can teach you a thing or two. You see, this little one has a very peculiar...
Tapio is a god of trees of Finland.
to be led.
But he led me here.
And you already made a friend.
Joachim's
Did you
very good
not?
at drawing these old man
There's
characters.
much for you
It's
to
very
still
impressive.
learn, Lumi.
I like it.
For now, go.
Tapio? Where did you go? Are you telling me to follow you? Wait!
I like this part with the running. This is the first moment
What
we
is
see
this
Frederick.
place?
So I was not the only one led here.
Who are you?
I'm guessing something similar to you.
What is happening in this place?
It's
I've
that
never
guy,
seen anything like this.
This is a human delusion,
the owl guy.
and it's destroying our world.
Ooh. Ah, I love the music in this one. Beautiful Finnish wilderness. I want to do more with Lumi's Law. We'll get more done. We'll definitely do more. I like the ending credits. I always love the credits when they get made into a thing. I don't know why I'm credited as voicing Mr. Finland. Mr. Finland voiced himself. Anyway, next is Nick's Law, Nick Nocturne. Now, Nick's Law, I've heard from many people, is very unlike VTuber Law and feels more like a TV show. Kitro, thank you for the tier free sub at 13 months. For my wonderful dog. Love you too, darling. Love you too, Kitro. I really do. Thank you, darling.
Korkapat, this is Tantamil. Is Mustaphalis prepared for visitation?
So I learned while watching Ezidesu that Korikopat and Tantomile are characters from the what's it called? The Broadway show Cats.
This is Korkapat
Apparently.
receiving. Mustaphalis is awake and informed.
How's his mood?
Improving.
Let's hope that keeps.
For your sake, yeah.
They're code
Approach is
names
clear.
though. Thank you so much, Kitra. Thank you, darling. I love you. Hello, Pimicha. Ooh.
I've
So-
entered the inner perimeter.
Nick's original version was a bit different than this one. It was a lot more meta, and he
Are you
also
there?
referred to VTubers as VTubers.
Nick?
So while I kept the story of Nick's, I changed a lot of what happened
There you are, Doc.
and the dialogue.
I missed you.
And then Nick
Feeling
also
well,
changed it
Nick?
on top of
I
that. So
am. I can help you.
we built on top of each other. So this panel is actually not drawn by Joachim. It's drawn by Eli, who is part of our art studio. And Eli is usually a typesetter. they don't actually draw comics for us. The reason why we used it on Eli, we used Eli here, is because initially Joachim was trying to draw furry Nick, but just couldn't get it right. The face was so flat, and it wasn't very good, because Joachim doesn't draw furry characters or animals even that much. So in the end, Eli just looked at it and went, you know what, guys, we need to draw it this way. And then we were like, oh, damn, that's really good. It was this panel right here. And then we all decided, you know what, Eli should just draw Monster Nick.
Feel well too, if you're down for it.
Business only.
Suit yourself.
I like Nick's voice a lot.
Did you enjoy the rain on the way in? The scent of petrichor is delightful, isn't it?
I could smell it from the hallway. You know you can get mold from letting the rain in, right?
But don't you think that would just add to the aesthetic of this place? Bubbles in the wallpaper, a touch of black mold here and there.
I'm not fond of
I'm
health
glad you
hazards,
like it.
Nick.
Dog
I'm
on.
already stuck supervising a demon who insists on playing furry monster.
Ah, silly little humans. You're just so reluctant to relate to anything different to you. Never fails to disappoint me. Oh, look, friends. The incredible hairless ape. How does he do it?
This is my
Is this
edition.
easier on the eye, I wonder? Is this what you're into?
I really wanted Nick to so in the initial draft, Nick was given this form by the Foundation. In the initial draft, he was given this form by the Foundation, and the Foundation wanted him to be a VTuber, and Nick didn't like the idea because Nick is a monster. But they said it would be good for marketing. I felt like this was a bit too meta in a weird way. I wanted to remove the name VTuber from any lore. I feel like we have enough lore where the name VTuber gets mentioned and then they become a VTuber or then they become a streamer or something like that. I don't want any of that in Astraline lore. I don't want any aspect of streams in Astraline lore. It's very important for me that our lore is entirely a show. I think it's much cooler that you're not limited by that. That we don't have to be limited by the idea that, oh, and we stream games together. I don't even want to try and make it make sense. I just want us to be streamers who are doing a movie. That's it. I think it's way cooler. This allows the videos to be appreciated entirely as their own thing, even without the knowledge of the streams. Yes, it was very important for me. Because a lot of people always say stuff like, oh, VTuber lore is really silly and stupid. Why is it that this goddess character, this like demon king, or this goddess character, goddess of nature or whatever, anything you can imagine, or this monster lady, right? Why is it in her lore she appears so powerful, but then on stream all she does is just play random video games? And I'm like, well, a lot of people kind of get self-conscious about that, and therefore they try to include that aspect into their lore. But I'm more of the kind that I don't even think we need to. I think they can be totally separate. I think a person's on stream, I think you can stream as a VTuber while having super grand and epic lore and a totally separate storyline. Yes.
Gaze upon it in all its unremarkable glory. A regular dude.
I'm proud of
How
this interaction here. Nick liked it a lot as well when I wrote it. I wanted, so the whole thing about the Foundation being the ones who give Nick this human form, I didn't like it, but I didn't like it specifically because I'm also a fan of Nightmind. I'm a fan of Nick's channel myself, and I felt like it's way more in character for Nick to be the one in control. I don't think that the Foundation would be able to do anything to Nick that he didn't want them to do. I wanted Nick to be 100% totally and fully in control. He is a shapeshifter, and I wanted him to be taking on the human form as a way to blend in with humans, but also as kind of a jokey way to make fun of them. I liked that aspect.
Yeah, this is hot.
Nick.
Yes,
Doc,
Riho.
You know I enjoy helping your cute
This was
after-school
also me.
club get into all sorts.
In the first version, they were mostly like sitting down and talking with each other. I really wanted Nick to like get up and walk around and, you know, be all around this girl and like pull on her chair and stuff.
Scary shenanigans. It's a fun pastime. We've had some laughs, spilled some blood. But do not for a moment assume your quaint
Thank you,
containment
Iris.
procedures or attempts to control me are beyond my awareness.
So Nick has human ears, which is fucking disgusting, but it actually makes sense. Because in his monster form, Nick has 4 eyes and 2 tails. In his human form, Nick has 2 eyes and 4 ears and 1 tail. So it does make sense. It does make sense. Okay? It does make sense. What I don't get is why his outfit changes, but that's just a creative choice from Joachim's side.
And I'm not like the rest of your menagerie. And while I may briefly pretend to be as you are, I implore you to understand that your world is fleeting. The horrors that lurk in planes of reality your human mind is incapable of comprehending would send you into depths of despair. You think you seem scary. An interdimensional
He
cat
said the
with
thing.
4 eyes is among the lightest abnormalities slipping through the cracks in your own world.
Are you going to do this every time I show up?
I like that part.
You know I enjoy our dynamic.
So, you know how the voice lines are all voice lines from the lore? I've talked about this a bit before. So the whole reason why the voice lines are taken from the lore videos is because we were originally not going to have any voice lines. And the reason why is because I didn't want the trailer to feel too close to Niji Sanji. I was afraid at that point that people were gonna say something bad about Astraline if it felt like we were too close to Niji Sanji. But I think like a day before the trailer went live, I sort of on a whim decided, you know what, guys? If it makes it better, then I think we should do it. I don't think I care. I don't care if it's similar to Niji Sanji, if it makes it better. And I'm glad we ended up adding the voice lines, but we had no time to actually come up with or record any voice lines just for the trailer. So what I did is I went through every lore video and found little lines that we could use. Luckily, there were perfect lines from every one of us, except me. My lines were all spoilers, so I had to go and get it from my previous lore video.
So, tell me, why are you here?
I want you to take a look at something.
Let me guess. YouTube videos filled with spooky upside-down binary codes.
I'm glad,
I still
Kid
get
Show.
middle school kids tucking my sleeve over this stuff. Half of it's redacted, as usual. You and I need to work on our trust issues, hon.
We started picking up on these readings at increased frequencies a few weeks back.
A few weeks ago? How far back was the first noticeable elevation?
March of 2022. We've witnessed fluctuations since then, but intervals were much longer.
This is not what you usually ask me to help with.
We know you understand when
Lucia.
something is leaning too far in one direction. Percentages are concerning compared to the usual movement of the tide, but until we see what it's related to, we can't call threat assessment. What can you tell me?
Summerlands.
What?
Doctor, I think you should leave. I've got some thinking to do.
Nick, I need to know what you know.
Just leave me with the files. I need to cross-reference if I'm going to help you make a case.
Not until you give me your thoughts. Nick?
I told you to leave.
Whoa. So Nick goes Hulk
Antonio,
mode.
I've engaged emergency containment protocols. else.
Stand down, Corkopat.
Tantamil,
I said stand down.
So I imagined, what would this emergency containment protocol be? I think they have some sort of machine set up around the perimeter that could, some sort of anti-demon machine. I don't know. Some sort of frequency that stuns demons if they really need to. But I think it's questionable how much it actually works on Nick.
Nick, I don't know why you're reacting like this, but you can talk to me about it. I'm your friend.
Right. Friend. Sorry.
I do like this law. It feels very Netflix, actually. It feels like a concept for a Netflix show.
To tell you the truth, I do care about this world. I can never be fully a part of it, but I enjoy it nonetheless.
They do trust Nick, but they also don't. So Nick is a demon. He is a demon, a fully demon. Like, he is incredibly dangerous. But he is on the human side. But the Foundation here is... the Foundation here are a stand-in for the SCP Foundation. But they are not really the SCP Foundation. It's our own original thing. Yes, indeed, Kitro. It's its own original thing. Yeah.
What you found... You made the right call bringing it to me. But there isn't time for protocol. It's been too long as it is. I need to find a way to fix this.
Being vague isn't helping us.
Do you have any leads on activity anywhere suggesting the cause for...
So they are scared of Nick. They do know that Nick can mess them up, and the Foundation do not ever fully trust any demon. But they do work with him because he is highly useful.
Fluctuations.
Reports turn up nothing across the band. No usual suspects, or even new leads.
Then being vague is all I can give you until I see what's going on. Someone did something bad. That much I can tell. And if immediate action is not taken to rectify it...
What?
I'm asking you to trust me right now. You need a threat assessment, right? I'm going to do what I do best, real quick. You won't even miss me. Understand?
Nick, you can't leave. We have containment procedures in place.
Silly humans. Give this to the higher-ups. They'll know what to do. It should buy us a few weeks, and if I'm gone longer than 5 minutes, I'm getting the blame, not you.
A few weeks?
Now, while it has been lovely as always to have you visit, Doc, I am afraid I must bid you farewell for now. I'll see you at the end of all this. Call it overtime, and start thinking of my bonus.
Nick? I'll be back to check on you, Nick. I'll deliver this.
I've seen a great many things in this life.
So a big thing
By their calendar, it's been
this
a couple
part right
centuries
here.
worth of experience.
I really wanted it to feel like Constantine, like he's constantly trying different seals, trying to figure out some sort of way to enter the Summerlands.
Humanity at its best and worst. Abominations from outside. Monsters from within. I've seen the very fabric of this reality stretch and warp around me in every summoning I've ever been through. And I've already learned, when it comes to humanity, that their most destructive nature is born of delusion made manifest.
Ooh. Yes, Nick is from our Earth. Well, he's from Hell. I like this part. Hello, Tizzy Toby. Hello. Here we are. And now he's in the Summerland.
A delusion made manifest to this extent will tear all realities apart.
There it is. Oh.
Shit.
This lore video is very good, actually. I like it a lot. Nyx is definitely the most Netflixy. So I would say Lumis is the most VTuber lore. Nyx, Lumis and Alphys are both very VTuber lore. Nyx is the most Netflix. Fredericks is the weirdest one. Fredericks is like experimental seinen manga. And mine is just mine. I don't know. See, I'll feel this. Hello, Wang Wang. We saw your art earlier. Thank you so much for drawing me, Wang Wang. Thank you.
Valhalla.
Hello, Luna. Pretty brutal. Here we are. Valhalla. So I put a lot of emphasis on that this hall here should look very big, you know. And you can actually see here, here's a funny detail. Do you see how these are all made for human-sized people? And then these are made for the other guards. Look, the other guards actually have, you know, seating in the Great Hall. But it's fallen apart and nature has reclaimed most of it. It's an ancient hall that's slowly falling apart. Who drew this? Joachim Waller from my studio.
Is this truly it? The Hall of the Slain? Valhalla?
Yes. Though it has seen greater days.
Odin. Allfather.
Welcome, Alfilda.
So in Nordic mythology, Odin is known as the All-Father because he's supposedly the father to all.
I was.
Not literally, but figuratively.
One among many. I did not think the great Odin would ever see me worthy.
Few are worthy these days, as you see.
Forgive me for asking.
Old Daddy,
Allfather,
yes.
but I was always told that Valhalla is where all the great warriors go, where the gods live, and where the Valkyries serve. Where is everyone?
They're all gone. You are the last of my Henarier.
How could that be?
Times change. Humans find new gods. And then they forget. I am the last to leave this great hall. And I have overstayed my welcome. As all my children ascend, my time has come as well.
But there are still those who believe in you. There are still warriors that shout your name in battle. How can you disappear? You cannot.
Yes,
You are the
people.
All-Father,
Kinda.
the one and true
Kinda.
God.
Alfilda, I watched your adventures with great amusement. Everywhere you went, I followed. Wherever you traveled, you made people laugh.
So in the original version of the script here, Alfilda just became a Valkyrie with, you know, in Valhalla. The thing I changed was not really the story progression. It was more I decided that Valhalla is abandoned and all the gods and all the Einherjar are gone. And it's just her now, her and Odin is disappearing as well. That was my addition to this.
You inspired people, and you fought great battles alongside them. And in the end, just like those legendary fools you looked up to, you died by facing death head on. You humans. Such brave creatures.
Where will you go, Allfather?
I haven't the faintest idea, child. Somewhere interesting, I hope.
What if they ain't Haryar? As long as there's battles to be fought, there are souls that need to be guided.
There are no more Valkyries, so I suppose they will have to do with no guidance at all.
No! You cannot let that happen!
No, I don't think so, Kitra.
The Anariad of the future are lucky indeed to have such a determined Valkyrie.
What?
I waited for you because I knew you would be the right one. Not the strongest,
People stop
nor the
believing.
wisest. You are brave and kind. On Midgard, that means you die forgotten.
So, giving commentary to this lore right here, because Astraline lore is something we have more plans for, I don't want to reveal too much. So there are many things I don't want to say, but if you go back and watch Lumi's, there is a detail that no one has caught yet. There is a very important detail that gets uttered almost like it's nothing, and people don't really consider how big of a thing that is. Yeah, and we haven't seen how I got these powers yet either, or why I'm doing this, how I ended up being able to do it, because there's a pretty big jump, right, from Royal Mary to suddenly my current form. There's a pretty big jump, right? There's clearly a chapter missing.
But in Valhalla, that makes you exactly what I need. Carry it with kindness, Alfhilde, Odin's daughter.
What's up, Merpini? You want back regular Mary?
Allfather? Odin?
No.
I like Sven. Sven is Alfie's fox.
Gungnir, even without the Allfather, still holds power?
Gungnir is a legendary.
Of course.
So, during this, it was very important for me that Alfhilde have some sort of transformation
Still
sequence.
holds power?
But we couldn't show her military. The first thing that the team wanted was to use her military outfit, you know, the one she has at the ending of the lore video. But this is like in the Viking Age. This is at the end of the Viking Age, when all the Vikings had already become Christians. It doesn't make sense for her to have a World War I uniform in that case, right? So I wanted to wait with that. So instead, we made sure that Alfie's eyes are grey like through the entire lore video, and she doesn't have her, she doesn't have the Valkyrie wings. However, Joachim keeps forgetting to draw her freckles, but that's like a recurring issue with Alfie, that all artists keep forgetting to draw her freckles. She looks nice.
And 1,000 years did pass, and millions perished with it. For humanity will always find a reason to quarrel, and yet Valhalla will always be there to welcome home the tired souls who fought in man's wars to a well-deserved rest. Valhalla must always be there. I will see to that.
I like it. Alphys is a very, very beautiful story. Simple and beautiful. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello, Alman.
How are you?
I'm doing alright. How about you?
I mean, I literally just spent like the majority of today with you, but
Yes. Dear Frederick, it was a pleasure writing with you today.
oh, it's always a pleasure.
You enjoyed it?
Oh,
You
writing? Of course.
You feel like we were able to make something good?
I think so. I'm very curious to see what the artists are able to make of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my sweet owl boy. We're gonna watch your little video now.
Terrifying. Would you
Why
share your
so?
screen so I could watch? I'm teasing. Would you share your screen so I can watch along with you?
I love yours.
I think it turned out pretty well. I was very self-conscious about it, but I'm glad that people liked it so much.
I think it's a wonderful little video. It's definitely the most unique we have.
It's a little peculiar, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, Frederick Knudsen of Down the Rabbit Hole fame, also a member of Astraline now. We're gonna watch his law video now. Hello, Rayleigh.
I have spent eons formless.
This part is awesome.
This turned out really well, yeah.
Time as one.
Funny tree man. If I cut off your arm, is it going to be tree?
Do you want to try and find out?
Maybe. I
remember
really
the process.
I really fought for this library.
You did. Oh my god. Like each shot of the library went through like 4 iterations or something.
Nah, like in
are such a human
I want to see the library again real quick. It
turned out so well.
Yeah. So the library was too small at first, I think it was. And then it felt too human because there were like torches and stuff like that. And I really wanted this ethereal vibe. This is not designed for human use at all.
I remember in an early iteration of like concepting this, there was also a portal on the other side. Not really a portal, but like a hallway, right? Like this was just meant to be the foyer.
Yes.
And then you go deeper and thoughts become more twisted. And then it sort of evolved. What we have ended up with evolved out from that.
Right. There was an early version, a part of the storyboard actually. You enter a door in a tree to get here.
Yeah, and then we just cut that out.
Yeah. It just made no sense. I don't want it to feel physical in any regard. It is a weird metaphysical space.
Right, yeah. I think that was one of the things that made this lore really both most interesting but also really tricky to write. Like the whole concept is that like this is the sea of human recollection.
Yes.
It is only like any physical thing that we see is more a representation than any real thing.
Quite. I remember it was very important for me that it needs to spiral up into like near infinite.
Yeah, that was the sort of limitless height to it was something that was there from the very beginning.
Yes.
And then you really emphasize the sort of maddening look to it.
I kept trying to explain to Joachim, no, it can't look like anything that's convenient to use for any creature beyond Frederick only.
Right, like this is not. It's a library, but it's not. It's not for anyone.
Right. I love the music here.
Mm.
And here we see you for the first time, other than Lumi's video.
Books are such a human thing.
This is a good line.
The sword was a
Thank you.
natural progression of the fist and tooth. But books?
I'm glad that this line made
are
sense.
a replacement.
A replacement for memory.
Perfection that the human mind could never achieve.
I like
How
it.
can I understand this place
I'm
if
glad.
I do not suffer
I remember
the same
I
limitations?
I remember I wrote this opening, as I recall.
You did.
Um,
This is mostly you.
Yeah, the opening, right? The discovery of the rift. Because we knew generally we wanted it to be a rift for like pretty early on.
Histories of Egypt, histories of Rome, individuals of import. Man's greatest civilizations have so many stories. And with only 2 eyes,
Was this me? Was this part me? I can't remember.
I can
I
read
think this
from
was me.
one
Ah.
time. How delightful. This can't be a rift? I did not think this was possible.
I think we workshopped the rift part together, though.
Right. There was a version of the scene where you were like flailing your arms around, and
Yeah.
there was way too few books, and it
Mhm.
annoyed me so much because it was like Frederick is doing these like big anime movements with his
I think
hands.
this was possible.
So like this, and then
Right.
and then like this, but but in this version of the video, the amount of books that were being moved by these like dramatic hand gestures was like 4 books at a
Oh,
time.
right. Yeah.
And it just
Yeah. It was.
mm.
I think the original idea was to kind of like it almost felt like frantically flipping through one book at a time.
Right.
But this feels a lot more epic and sort of implies the connection with the library to be able to move so much so quickly.
Quite. I think it does make sense
did I
that
not see
Frederick
this
would be able to like just read massive sections of the library all at once. Although it goes a little bit against the idea of like reading things, of reading the stories one at a time. I like to think.
Oh, go ahead.
I like to think that Frederick does not actually have to abide by that limitation. It merely makes it more convenient for him to do so, to be human.
Well, this concept and his limitations will be explored a little bit more in the future.
We're saying he.
But
This is you, by the way.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's the character, right? It's kind of funny. I think it's easier for
Now
me
we're
to talk
getting
about
meta.
him as a he, as an entity outside of myself, because it is a character that's experiencing things, even if this entire lore is very autobiographical in a
Frederick
metaphorical
is
sense.
a spirit, and he has created a character, and now he's referring to the character as he. This is getting weird.
Hooray!
Before.
Also,
Perhaps.
I'm glad you like the voice acting. All credit to AJ for the direction.
I love the voice acting, Frederick. You know what Frederick says when he, you know what Adrian says when he has to direct me? Oh, I don't feel comfortable directing you, Mary, because it's not like you're playing a character. You're just playing you. You bastard.
It is recent damage. If the rift has spread. No, it can't have. I would have known.
I just like to imagine it's because I'm too good.
This must be an isolated incident.
He can't say anything.
I was really flattered that I had to do so few retakes.
Please, no.
No, you're good. You're good. You surprised me with your voice acting.
Open.
Oh, thank you.
This part is cool, but it does that anime thing where you can tell which anime or cartoon thing where you can always tell which books are gonna move because they're shaded differently.
Quickly, so it's not a big deal.
They're shaded differently than the ones that aren't moving. That's okay.
How is it this deep?
I wish we could have explored this part of the library before. So I remember I wrote there are layers to the library. There are
Right,
layers
yeah.
you traverse through. So this part right here is like, I mean, again, none of this is really physical. It's more like, it's very metaphysical and weird. But this part is like, these tunnels are confusing and they randomly don't lead anywhere, and you have to like
Right. Well,
pretty much only yes.
In early concepting, it wasn't a wasteland like it is here. Like this section of the library is kind of implied to be a new growth, or at least like an altered section. But originally, the idea was the character would get lost in a labyrinth, and we kind of struggled about how to depict that.
Right.
This shot is the best one of the whole thing, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
This is my favorite.
Me too. I like this shot a lot.
It feels
grand.
Yeah, it feels like if the back rooms were like made using the basis of like Assyria instead of fucking like an office building, right?
Right. No, I love it. Yeah, definitely. I think my favorite aspect of this, I really put like, this is the lore video. Other than my own, this is the lore video I pushed for most changes to.
Yeah, Mary did. Mary pushed really hard to get this just right, and I'm very thankful for that.
Of course, friend. It was very important for me to get this right, because I think it's very easy for this to feel underwhelming. And if it is going to be so weird and esoteric, it has to have these types of imagery. We can't have normal imagery with this esoteric of a theme. Another thing I also pushed for a lot was in Alfhilde's lore, and it was how Valhalla looked and felt and how grand the hall was supposed to be.
Right.
That was very important to me. But yes.
I'll never forget in Skyrim going to the afterlife and being like, this hall feels kind of small. The sound design here is so good.
Oh, hello, Ezzy. If it's any consolation, Ezzy, I'm actively stopping myself from revealing any secrets. I want you to find it out yourself.
A creature within the library? What is this feeling? Fear? Confusion?
You did a really good job writing this. Like this vast swath all the way up through like Caligula you wrote. And then like I came in to tinker with the dialogue.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it.
No, you did a really good job with it.
Thank you.
I remember like I did a lot of tinkering with the dialogue. We did a lot of tinkering together of the dialogue with Caligula. To get
the whole lore video actually was. I think if we had gone with your first draft, it would have been 2 minutes long.
It would. Well, it's because like I was very nervous about overtaxing your artists. I didn't want to demand too much, and so I figured I'd undershoot, and then depending on how much farther you wanted to go, I would. I wasn't sure how resource intensive anything I wrote would be, so I just drastically undershot. And then we could grow it out from there once we had the concepts.
Right. No, I get you. I do get you. The, how to say. What I really wanted when I read your first one was expand upon it and create a world based on it.
I remember you were like, make it bigger.
Yes.
I don't know how much bigger I can go.
I think originally I wasn't supposed to actually have a hand in writing you guys' lore videos, but I couldn't resist getting involved.
I'm glad that you did in the end, because none of us had worked with your process before. After going through this process, I feel like I'm much better equipped.
Quite. I'm sure you are as well. Hello, Hina. This part is cool.
Oh, Hina, hello.
Fawning. Loathing. It is an account of Caligula.
I was worried that I was a little bit worried that invoking Caligula might be a little bit obscure or weird. It would be like, who?
I mean, it is definitely.
It is.
Most people watching this probably don't know who Caligula is, but I like that though. I like that. This part is very Made in Abyss. I really wanted this kind of vibe, that the creatures look strange and malformed, and they don't look like species of creatures.
Right, and I really liked that in the storyboarding. I remember seeing this in the storyboard, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is perfect, right? Like, if these are all personal accounts that are twisted and warped in their own way, then this is perfect. It works really well with the concept of the script, which makes me think that maybe we got the ideas across well enough that the artists knew what they needed to do.
Quite.
It is too much. The rot. It is irreparable.
Most of this dialogue was Mary. I just went in and tweaked a little bit of dialogue.
A single biased account.
Chrono, Cat Gang Raid. Well,
Chrono, hello.
Hello.
Chrono's a regular in my streams.
Ah, lovely.
Good cause. This. The limitations of being human. I saw too little, and so it ends in madness. I have failed.
Have you?
You.
It was very funny looking at the runtime and seeing that this dialogue lasts like half of the video.
More so a collective perception.
Oh, does it?
All the contradictions.
Holy shit, yeah, basically.
The
It's like 4
library is
minutes.
dying.
Oh.
But it held people's
Do you know
attention
what is
really well.
causing
I
it?
was really
Haven't
happy
the
about that.
faintest
People
idea.
dug it.
Usually, two characters talking can be some of the most intriguing scenes you can have.
Then this is
If
the
done
end.
right.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's defeatist of you.
Okay, it's more like a third of the runtime.
The mirage of an assassinated tyrannical emperor lecturing me.
It's quite good. Imported from a strange land to the east.
You are a
I like
peculiar
that line.
amalgamation.
Like we workshopped
Everything
that a little
written
bit.
about me
Yes.
Put it
is
from a strange
incomplete,
land to the east.
and the majority of what does exist is wrong. Unreconciled, this
The voice actor for Caligula is the same as Odin, right?
Yeah, same person.
entire wing of the library will tear itself apart, and soon, so will the rest.
Then tell me, what manner of man
It's kind of
were you?
embarrassing looking at this dialogue, and it's like, oh man, I can tell where my hand came in. It's like my prose is so obvious.
Really?
It's a little embarrassing.
You know, the funny
Yeah,
thing
like,
is, I can't fully tell with me.
you wrote the basis of this dialogue, and then we went in and kind of messed with it. I changed a lot of the wording and the dialogue. Like, what manner of man were you is like the kind of bullshit that I write. Right? Like, I love basically any place where you find not all, like they're a little bit. You actually did most of the created by the victorious, documented by the spiteful, archived by the ignorant,
the
and then
true
I changed the
Caligula.
last part of that,
How
reformed
am I
by the
supposed to
rapacious, because I can't help my own.
Define
I
this
can't
without
help
something,
alliteration.
anything reliable about
I like it.
Is this history
There we go.
created by the victorious, documented by the spiteful, archived by the ignorant, and reformed by the rapacious?
This line was by me, and then the last line is Frederick.
Yeah, the last line was mine. You can tell because it's fucking alliteration.
I like it,
I
though.
love alliteration too much, right? Like, what manner of man were you? I love that sort of lyrical prose, and so when you see that shit, it's me pulling bullshit.
Is it even limited to history? How deep does this human corruption of memory run? Is all of it a lie? All of it?
I was so nervous
But
about how
in the
people would
writing of a
receive
memory, however,
that.
I don't think anyone's read into it, which I enjoy, because it's a story to everyone. I don't think there's any head added in it, because if it's done well, then people just see it as, oh, it's a story.
Yeah.
however incorrect, a new truth is born.
What?
The sea of human recollection. The library. You are a part of it.
This is where I go weird. This is where I go psycho mode on the script.
You are.
This is all me, baby.
Even if everything written about Caligula was incomplete, even if the majority
No, I
of it
think
was wrong,
I think it is the resolution is by you. The visuals and what actually happens here is by me.
even if the majority of history is wrong,
I think I added even if the majority of
is
history
someone's
is wrong,
lived
right? That's
experience.
sort of doubling up.
a narrative to make sense of reality. The experiences
was
of the
really
elevated and the dispossessed are both real. But even when combined, they don't create a complete truth. History is not truth. You can stop now.
You can stop tearing apart your life.
What? It's so fucked up.
I carried the corruption into this place. But where did it come from?
Stories. People get that was me?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone knew.
That's good. How can Astraline afford Clancy Brown? Who the fuck is Clancy Brown? Is that voice actor?
I did like that that idea that you had. I think it was your idea. The idea that Frederick was a vector rather than the cause. Yeah, he was the one who carried the sickness in.
Yes.
Right. He was infected and then brought the infection in effectively by being human. Right, because like they're talking about like him tearing apart his library, but like there's also that dissonance of, well, it's him kind of, but but like he's been in the library for some time. Why hasn't it torn itself apart yet? And there's an impetus.
I love the idea that all of what happened was an internal dialogue.
Yeah, me too. I kind of like that this is a very I mean, this is a personal piece, right? Like we worked on this together, but this was for me a very personal piece.
Quite right.
Because it sort of tracks my experience as a creator, as a nonfiction creator.
I like the ending here.
Yes, I was very. I think I've been very. Yeah, this is a good ending. I was very self-conscious about this whole thing because it was so personal. And whenever you write something so autobiographical, it criticism always ends up being a little scarier. Right? You know, you eat it all the same, but it's just a little scarier. I think like with Down the Rabbit Hole, there's a little more distance. There's personal distance, but this was so personal.
Every frame a painting.
Oh, the art for this was so beautiful.
Yes. We went through a lot to get the really good art out. I like every illustration in this one. It's quite good.
Yeah, every single one is really good.
Yes. You want to watch mine?
Yes.
So mine was the last edition, and it was added just a month before to the workboard because I realized we'd have more time.
They worked so hard.
We added my video just a month before. partially because I knew we had more time for it, because Joachim was finishing early, but also because I really wanted one. And also because I thought it would feel like the whole thing, it increased in scope a lot.
Right.
The whole thing
I think that
increased in scope a lot.
I think I really like I really like the inclusion of this, because this was all Mary, by the way. Like this script was all Mary, and I remember reading it and really liking it, because it kind of acts like it kind of reminds me of Dune Messiah, like the sequel to Dune,
Mm.
where like at the end of Dune, Paul Atreides is the Mahdi. He's the savior. You know, he's going to lead a jihad, and then in between Dune and Dune Messiah, there's like a time skip. And in that intervening time, Paul has gone from like savior to despot. And so it's like, how the hell did he get here? Right? Like how did he become this? And I think the idea of getting to explore that in between time in the future is very exciting.
Mm. I think so as well. It jumps very much right to a shocking moment.
Right.
But we're definitely most likely going to go back and explain this. That's the next lore video is probably not going to take place after this. It's probably going to take place before.
We already are planning out what happens after this, and it gets even fucking weirder.
Gets very meta texture.
I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited because we're like really digging into it.
Mm.
I'm most excited for some of the interactions.
Oh yeah.
That by far is what I'm most excited for, and getting to voice act that.
Absolutely. And because, ladies and gentlemen, another thing also you got to keep in mind regarding Astroline lore, it is that because we are our own art studio, we can create lore videos that don't necessarily have to be solely around one particular member. We can have a story that is a team-up story. It's not going to be like the lore videos we've been hired to do in the past, because they were made mainly as a supplement to a debut for a particular member. So for an example, we didn't have any, just to use VShoujo as an example, we did not have any VShoujo lore videos. It was for an example, Project Melody's lore video, but that is part of VShoujo. There was no like VShoujo wide lore videos, because they were being made for each single talent's debut. So of course they had to mainly be around that one talent. But with regards to Astroline, we're not limited by that. We can make a story where it is a story that functions around like 3 Astroline members, for an example.
Right, and that's really exciting. It opens up so many avenues.
Quite.
And especially given that like we all know each other. Astroline feels like a very cooperative thing. I think everyone has their own personal goals, but it really is a cooperative venture.
Indeed. Let's watch my epic JRPG speech.
I'm here for it. Mary wanted a villain monologue, and that's totally valid.
I did. But yes, just to end out, Frederick is really fun to write with, and I'm particularly excited about him and I's characters' interactions.
Oh yeah, I think like what's fun about the lore is that even though we're all very close in real life, in the lore, our characters are like so opposed to one another in some fundamental ways, and so the opportunities for snark are limitless.
Indeed. I have a lot of ideas, and I know Frederick has too. So you will definitely see a lot more.
The brainstorming process with Mary is always so much fun. Like we spent a bunch of time today writing,
Yes.
And like it's always such a pleasure. Like writing with Mary is some of the most fun I have writing. Today was wonderful, by the way. Thank
It
you.
was. It was very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Let's write more soon, Frederick.
Agreed.
Let's watch. So I wanted to make a JRPG villain speech, and this lore was originally drawn with my previous outfit. Then I realized it would need to be a different color due to all the violet corruption. But then I realized it would be kind of anticlimactic to go full villain, but then just have the same outfit as previously. So I messaged Junie and asked her if she could add a new outfit for me, and she, luckily, she did. Yes, Essie. Well, we have been friends for years.
Each other stories about things we saw.
Mary and I have written
people
before
we
this.
met,
Written together before this.
heroes we looked to in our darkest hours. And it is through these stories that we have pushed ourselves in spite of our hardships to live another day, and another, and another. And through eons we struggled ever onward, building
I like
towns, cities,
I like the
civilized-
echoing of the word eons. Right, I have spent eons formless, and through eons we struggled.
ever
Right.
and another. And through eons we struggled.
Yes. It sounds nice.
Mm.
One thing I want to point out. Oh yeah. So I had to voice act this, and the whole voice acting thing, I really wanted to do a good job. So I re-recorded it like 4 times. One technique I came up with is to, I don't know if this is a real technique that people use, or if I'm just, or if I'm just being silly. But one thing I came up with, and one thing I really felt worked, was exactly that. How to say? Oh yes, I would flow all the words together, so I wouldn't have any breaks in my voice as I was talking.
Right.
And
I think that
through eons we struggled ever onward.
right, like the division between the words isn't super clear, which I think works very well as a contrast to mine, which is very sharp.
Yes.
Ever onward, building towns, cities, and civilizations. And we triumphed over nature. So why after everything does life feel so empty? We live, we struggle, we persevere, and then we win, and then we die. And then, if we are among the lucky few, we become a story. A fragment of us lives on, a caricature of a fragment, prone to corruption, prone to bias, prone to change, until it is no longer us. Is this really the point of it all? To suffer a lifetime of hardship for only a small chance at becoming a story, only for our true selves to be forgotten? No. I refuse. To my very core, I refuse this fate. I refuse. I refuse! I will not let humanity suffer this fate while the gods of these lands revel in eternity. I will not. I will not. I will not! Stories make sense.
I really fought for this part. This part right here. Everyone kept saying to me, oh, but like, should we have some art or something? They wanted me to put in art from my previous lore videos or something, but I was like, no, just let it be white text on a screen.
The
This is a good
heroes
choice. I liked it. Something I like about this as well is we echo the same ideas, and even this, like, you echoed the same ideas and even a lot of the same language as my lore video, but I think like the contrast is that the approach to the same problem of the corruption of memory is so different. Like in this, it's so childish almost, right? Like this is how I felt in middle school, right? Like when I was angry that things like facts couldn't just be facts. It's sort of, it is kind of like, it's a childish frustration, and I think the contrast in the way that, like, in my lore it's dealt with and the way it's dealt with in your lore, and like the drastic juxtaposition in result between the two, I think speaks it speaks to our personal opinions about this.
I want to be immortal.
I know you do.
But in real life,
No, I get
villains
what you
win
mean.
and are free
I like
to
that kind of
parade
thing.
themselves as heroes, while good people suffer and die, forgotten and alone. Where is the sense in that? Are we supposed not to question this?
I see you picked
Why
up on
is
it as well, Frederick.
Stories make sense and reality does not.
Of course.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
It's really fun
it at
seeing
all.
people speculate on the lore.
Someone in a story once said, "If you do not like the world, then change it. So I will. If life does not live up to fiction, then I will change it so that it will." These lands have seen our story since the dawn of all, only a layer removed from reality. They know our hopes and dreams, our nightmares and struggles.
No.
I remember watching back the watch along stream, and I remember they said that they got goosebumps during my lore video, which made me very happy. I'm glad
I DM'd you right after and and then complimented you on your work. You did a really good job with it. It was exemplary.
Thank you. It was very fun getting to write my own JRPG speech. I think very few people have actually... That's a thing almost no one ever gets to do. I think I might be one of the first people to get to write my own JRPG speech for myself to voice act. That is perhaps one of those experiences that only a tiny handful of people have ever done, if any at all.
Right.
I feel fortunate.
How is this possible?
That's very
He embodies
Alfie.
delusion.
So you came, guardians of the Summerlands.
Do you want to talk about Lumi's first reaction to this?
Yes. So I did already mention this before, but in case people didn't, basically, I was recording this in the studio, and we were recording on the same day as Lumi, because Lumi was in Japan at the time, so we had Lumi also recorded in the studio. And Lumi couldn't help but just start fucking laughing so fucking hard about the "so you came" line.
You came.
There's a version of the recording that has Lumi just fucking like laughing her ass off in the background.
God bless.
And I think we have it. Eva, is that one we have? I don't remember. Someone has to cut that out. But do you notice how the design is actually not quite accurate?
Yeah.
So for an example, my ears and my halo, and also the color of my eye is not quite right. I've got magenta eyes, not
Magenta, yeah.
violet, not quite violet. It's magenta. So this is because the design was being made during the lore video's creation. So we didn't end up capturing it quite right, but I think it works.
Yeah.
How is he doing this? What delusion could be strong enough to break through the barrier between the planes of existence?
Hope.
it's hope. This is something we talked about, right? Like, what is it that can do this? And like, we talked about. I remember we talked about the idea of something that is generally considered positive, sort of being turned around onto its head. Things that are seen as immutable goods, like hope, are perhaps not so immutably good.
Right.
That was a concept that you wanted to explore. We all wanted to explore.
Yeah.
Is the grander consequences of things seen in a vacuum for what they are, not outside of a cultural lens.
I really want to be a villain that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, one of those. A
Those are the
villain
best
with
ones.
greater good motive, but the risk is too high.
Or there's simply a lack of understanding of how it works. I think that's when good things become dangerous, when it's not understand what makes them good and why.
We have Lumbo and Knock Nocturne.
Lumbo.
Knock Nicturne. But Nick has sideburns. I wonder why. It's because he's mid-transformation.
Yeah.
This is actually weird because we don't see him do mid-transformation. He doesn't werewolf. He just sort of transforms as a suddenly unique version.
What are you doing, Nick?
This is what I feared.
What is?
We are moments away from a total collapse of reality.
What do you mean? What's gonna happen?
I like Nick's demon sigils. They're pretty pog.
Oh yeah.
I have absolutely no idea.
Nick was instrumental in sort of the concepting of the Summerlands, like his understanding of theosophy really helped inform the lore of everyone and sort of what's coming.
What are the scuffed Astraline member names? We could do a real members command. Okay, let's come up with them right now. So, Frederick Newton, what is that? What is the scuffed version of that?
Ferd. Actually, wait.
Ferd.
No, I mean my
Ferd
name backwards
nuts.
is my name backwards is Durf.
Durf.
I like Ferd nerds.
Like Ferd nerds. Ferd nuts, and then what is Nick's?
I mean, the obvious is Knock Nicturne.
Yeah, knock
like,
Nick Torn. Like that.
What about like Nick Knock?
Nick Knock. I kind of like that. Nick Knock.
Oh man, the character that I'm playing for the World of Darkness campaign I'm doing with the Ogre Papanang people, the Alphabusa, his name is Parker Knickerbocker.
I see.
And I love it. And his family owns an antique shop called the Knickknackery.
I feel this is Alf Hoden.
Alfu.
Alfu.
Or
Not
like Olfi.
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 Olfi. Olfi's good. And then Lumi already has 1 million. What should it be? Lumbo. And then what's mine, Frederick? What's mine?
Oh gosh, yours is kind of hard actually. There aren't a lot of consonants to play around with. Murray.
Just
Murray.
What about Barry?
Barry.
They call like Uni calls me Barry.
It
Or
was
Bob.
me, Barry. I jerked you off at supersonic speed so you thought you came at just a woman's touch.
Bob and Barry is a good one.
Barbie.
Barbie.
Barbie. You're Barbie.
Barbie. Yes. Excellent.
Barbie.
No longer will I let heroes remain
Characters corrupted by memories. No longer will I let lifetimes of hardship and disappointment and death burden humanity.
You aren't the first to try this!
Let us all live on.
Forevermore.
Causality will not survive this!
Haha, shut the fuck up.
What?
I hope that my line delivery there was good. I'm always
Causality will not survive this. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
I like the delivery.
Giga Chad changing the world versus soy causality will not survive this.
Legionette, thank you for the 100 bits. We're mid commentary, so I don't think I can. The bad guys can win. Lovely.
Can write whatever ending I want.
Okay, so I had to fight for my fucking life for this line right here. This
But
year.
I am the writer of this story, and I can write whatever ending I want.
It's a great line, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad that.
I really had to fight for it. I think a few people within the studio felt it was too much.
Really, I thought it was perfect.
I'm glad. No, there was a general consensus within the studio. Thank you, Catador Palters. Thank you very much for the Prime Gaming stuff. There was a general vibe within the studio that this was too meta. I think there was another version of it that was even more meta. There was one but I wrote the script to this scene, and there was also. But I'm the writer of this lore video. There was a few that were like that, but in the end, this one was all right.
Yeah, I think like directly calling it a lore video would be too much, but this like works in the context of the scene and also works on a meta level. So I'd say this is perfect.
Yes, Aoife, there was one that made you laugh. Do you remember which one that was? There was a version that made Aoife laugh a lot. So a lot of this was actually rewritten on the day that I was about to go record.
I remember you were making changes the day of.
Yes. After your previous show, people are still worried about meta. Well, I mean, you gotta consider my previous
level of meta.
My previous lore videos were all made just for me. Now it's a studio that's making like an official agency, so there's a bit more scrutiny because I had to make an argument for spending a lot.
I think it's paying off pretty well, though.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it's paying off.
The writer of this story, and I can write whatever ending I want.
You don't know what you're doing!
Let fiction and reality be one.
You'll tear both worlds apart!
I like
my
both.
throat was so raw after recording those, by the way. I like really put I put my ass into those lines. Atomic, the good news is you can, like, the lore for Astraline works on its own, independent of Mary's previous lores.
That's you.
It's me, wow.
Lombo. Nick Nocturne.
No, Atomic, you're fine. Seriously. No, I was I've done voice acting in the past, but I feel like this was the first time where like I had direction and I really got to like go all out with it.
Yes, that Aoife said the version we entertained was, and this is my lore video. Yeah, we did talk there. That was a bit too much.
That was a bit much.
Go on, Frederick.
Oh, just I feel like this was like, these lore videos were the first time that I really got to put my all into VA. Other times I was kind of, you know, character acting and really had to play it up. But this I felt like I really got to explore my voice acting a little bit more, and that felt really nice. And the fact that it was so well received was a huge relief to me. That like that like both my more dynamic lines and my more restrained lines were well received. I was very thankful for that.
Yes. I think you did an excellent job. And during
Thank
the
you.
debut, you did excellently as well. And you continue
Oh.
to do well. Are you enjoying being an anime boy?
I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It has grown on me very quickly. um, I will always miss Lauren, but there is not a single part of me that regrets becoming anime boy.
It fits you very well.
Mm. I mean, it's a case of I was Owlboy for 2 years, so of course I'm going to miss it. But like, this is another level, right? Like, this is leveling up. It feels that way. I feel like I'm so much more expressive, way more expressive. Like it's night and day. I remember I got my model some months before the debut, and I was tooling around with it and setting things up, and I'll never forget. Oh, this is so cute.
Do you want to voice it with me?
Yeah.
It's you!
Oh, that was cute. You are cute.
Thank you, Frederick. I think you are adorable too.
I was curled up in bed when Mary just called me, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I like this. This is good.
I'm still Owlboy, and like Lauren isn't dead. I love that fella.
Can't believe Lauren was murdered.
I can't believe Lauren is fucking dead. God, that art of Aoife wrangling all of us is so goddamn accurate.
Oh yeah.
Aoife puts so much effort
into,
into like wrangling all of us. Like,
she's excellent.
I feel like it's such a common complaint to complain about the managers, right? But like I couldn't imagine everything coming together without Aoife and Kaz. And like I remember Alfie and I had a conversation where like they need another manager, don't they? Like
oh yeah.
Like they need another person, and then we have Amelie now.
No, we from the beginning it was always the plan to hire an additional manager because we can't rely on just Aoife and Kaz. First of all, Aoife is just one person, and Kaz has other studio
other responsibilities. Yeah,
other responsibilities. So it made sense to get another one. I do
I
think.
hope that... Oh, I was gonna tell Aoife. I hope we're not too difficult to wrangle.
She seems to be having fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
She just needs
Aoife's
to
so
sleep.
sweet. Like getting ready for Astraline, I feel like I've gotten to know Aoife pretty well, and I have had such a lovely time getting to know her.
Indeed.
I've been trying to build up the confidence.
No, oh no, oh, I'm so embarrassed of my singing. I can't listen to this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do
I'll
this.
skip the singing part.
No,
You're gonna do that song to an audience.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. You're gonna be.
I'm sorry. I'm so self-conscious.
We're gonna wear gamer hats and we're gonna play Valorant together.
Oh god. No. Can we do all but the last part?
So
we were teasing this so long ago.
It was this part here where where we talked, and I said, when we get you an anime boy model, you're gonna play Genshin Impact. Do you remember?
Yeah.
But that's
Unfortunately,
amazing.
I can't do it tomorrow.
You have to. No.
I actually was playing it tonight, and I'm disappointed because it seems like I'm actually enjoying it so far. But my computer is just not up to snuff. Like even with just VTube Studio and
why not
and
PNG?
Genshin, I don't think that's going to change enough. OBS is very memory hungry, and I'm already eating up so much memory.
That's sad.
I think like best case scenario, it's going to be really janky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade my computer, and then I'm gonna play it.
Okay. That's okay.
No, I'm not playing it because it doesn't appeal to me. The game actually appeals to me. Looks quite nice. and I've been having a good time with it, even just the opening. The other problem is that I was hoping I could get through the prologue, tutorial and everything today before tomorrow, and then we ended up writing today.
You were gonna play the prologue off stream?
Yeah, because everyone's seen the prologue.
No, Frederick. That's part of the experience. People want to see your first impression.
Really?
Yeah. You're terrible gameplay streamer.
Dull. It's not.
No, I'm
what,
gonna
it's not
play the
dull?
best part off stream.
Well, I also have to test it.
That
right?
is true. Start a new character when it is time. Start a new character.
Why do you have a blame Frederick mod? Like, oh, it's just blame someone.
Yes.
Right. I forgot about that.
Let's blame someone. Wow, 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 wow.
I don't have a PlayStation, no. I do not.
Do you have a
I
dog?
can't start over from the beginning, can I?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. Easy fix.
Yeah. Don't
No,
you
I
dare.
love the, I fucking, hold on. What? Go up one more. One, those, yeah. Wang wangs. God, these are so, I hate how good these are.
They are pretty good.
I'm so mad.
It's, I believe it's a Chinese meme.
Wait a minute. Did somebody fucking Kitro put Froggy into 7TV? Are you kidding me? Like actual Froggy.
Did she?
Yes.
Where?
It is in your chat right now.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that is rancid. Oh, the shoulder. The fucking shoulder.
Oh my god. That's powerful.
Oh, that's the worst.
No, a few of my mods have access to my 7TV. They can add emotes as they like.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
I think that's the best. Mm-hmm. I'm so tired suddenly.
Oh,
Alicia, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Hello. I'm actually probably going to take my leave in just a moment here because I need to sleep so I can wake up for stream.
Have a good night.
My stream will be lies because
Stream
no
will be
Genshin.
lies.
Yeah, because I had Genshin planned and I'm not doing Genshin.
You absolute bastard. Can't
I'll
believe you.
need to do another game eventually.
Have a good
I
night,
think
dear Frederick.
Yeah, I will do my best. I must sleep.
Love
But
you.
Mary, thank you for riding with me today. I love you too.
Of course.
You sweet boy.
Good night.
Very sweet boy.
You're a sweet boy.
Hmm.
What underwear are you wearing today? What color?
Today I'm wearing blue underwear.
It's fucking rainbow over here. What's up,
Yeah.
rainbow boy?
Yeah, I want taking my pants off to be like eating a chocolate from a box of chocolates. I want it to be a surprise every
What?
time. Never quite sure.
What are
You're
you
never quite
saying?
sure what you're gonna get when you take my pants off.
What are you... Do you own any pink underwear?
No, I don't. I'm afraid.
Not yet.
I might have to fix that.
Well, that's my Christmas gift for you eventually.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I need like a matching set of programmer socks to go with it.
Yeah. What are programmer socks?
Oh, like white and pink striped thigh highs.
Is that they're called programmer socks?
They're called yeah. The joke is like, it's the socks that all trans women wear.
Oh.
It's so they're called
programmer socks.
It's
That's
what
amazing.
every trans female programmer wears while they're coding with their knees tucked up to their chest.
Did Mr. Finland just come out of my voice suddenly? Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I'm surprised you've never heard of this term before.
Never heard of
Programmer socks.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up how right it is.
It's so correct.
Oh, yes. Goodness me.
Thank you very much for the raid.
Have a good night, Frederick.
I'll do my best. I
See you
make
around,
no
right?
promises. I never make any promises after that one night. That one night where I dreamed and a decade passed in my dream.
What the fuck are you saying to me?
Oh, yeah, no, that happened once. I, like, in my dream, a decade passed, and I woke up feeling a decade older, and I just never quite got over that.
Are you a real human?
I'm not entirely certain of that anymore.
You're so weird.
I'm not trying.
You're so mysterious.
I'm not trying.
You're such an elf. What's going
Not
on
trying.
here? What's up, elf boy, huh?
I'm not
You having mysterious adventures in the forest, huh,
Don't
elf
bully
boy?
me. Don't bully me.
You having some magical autistic adventures
Don't
out in the
bully me.
forest? But no, he left. Oh my god. Ran to get pink underwear. Yes, and programmer socks. Toxic streamer bullies elf owl. Yes. Fred in the "Don't Bully Me, I'll Come" t-shirt, please. Yes. Goodness me. So, you know what would be funny? You know what would be funny if I just keep writing debut week in my title? Alicia, how are you today? How are you today? How are you today, darling? How art thou on this fine evening? Hold on, I'm hiding screen because there's NDA stuff on my docs, on my Google Docs. There we go. Who wants to write a comic with me? And with your precious face. And you with your precious face, how are you? I'm doing alright. How are you? I'm glad you're doing lovely. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you. Or rather see you. I've seen you before. I follow you. I don't follow you. I'm gonna follow you now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please, give me keywords. What do you want me to write? What do you want me to write? I'm gonna write a 4-panel comic now. What'll it be about? Tuning. King of Darkness. Corn. Asking us for keywords is a bad idea. We all have yaoi brain rot. Oh my. Me for you. How are you? Me for you. Alicia, you raided me. Give me an idea. Tell me something. cheese. What about the programmer sucks? Which you just left. I don't know about that. I already wrote that comic, Burninator. Don't worry. Pink underwear. I did already write a Frederick underwear comic. I did already do that. What could we imagine? What color is your underwear, Mary? I'm actually currently not wearing anything. I'm entirely naked right now. I'm sitting in a towel because I went to have a shower right before stream. And it's pretty warm in Japan, so I didn't want to put on anything. It's true. I'm entirely naked right now. You could have lied. Well, I'm gonna slap my thigh right now so you can tell. There you go. I need to write a comic. What's with your reaction, Chad? Sitting in my comfy towel. It's rather nice. Now let me think. What do I want to write? Could always get existential and write a comic about a comic. That would be meta, not existential. What could we write? What could we write? What is a good option? Comic about the cockroach. That would be fun. Someone said Toonie and I couldn't get it out of my head. You know a character type I haven't written about before? It's like a Toonie character. But there's already an anime about that. There's already an anime about that. Thank you for the 60 bits, Zephyr. D-Tone, thank you for the Prime. So, usually people come up with ideas, my dear sweet science team member, but those are ideas that you can't do in 4 or less panels. That's the whole problem. How about this? Give me a clickbait YouTube title. Give me a clickbait YouTube title. We need to go to Mr. Beast's channel and check his titles. That's what we need. Jesus, Mr. Beast has 181 million subscribers. This is crazy. What are his most popular ones? Jesus. Squid Game, 493 million. That is crazy. I ate $100,000 golden ice cream. Good night, Massimo. It's difficult. I'm gonna need to think more about that. So perhaps not writing comics today. I simply can't think of anything that is good enough. Thank you for the 53 bits, original dude. Thank you. Well, we do have a stream tonight, so maybe we should call it short for now, so I can rest a bit before my Bilibili stream. Will you join me on Bilibili tonight? I'm sorry, Merpini. It's okay. I love you guys. I'll see you over on Bilibili tonight if you like. I'm feeling a little bit tired, so might end a bit early today. Rest well, thank you. Thank you, darling. I love you all so much. Can't wait to see you tonight. Join our Discord server if you haven't already. Go join Discord and be part of our community. Thank you so much to all the subs today. Thank you to all the raiders. And thank you to all the chatters and all the Dog Army posted in the live tag. Thank you very much, Dog Army. I'll see you all tonight. And tomorrow. Yes. Good night, darlings. I love you. Good night. Woof woof. I love you. Bye bye. See you tonight.